I know I'm late, so go on in. Who's first? Whoa, Barbara Dolores is first today. Then Lakeista, and then Janet, and then Tam Tam is on. Linda Love is on. Hello, Linda. Terry Mobley is on time today. Whoa, this is serious because Terry's on time today. Yeah, I know that doesn't happen all that often, right? Um, and good to see Gloria Wells on. Talia, Miss Strawberry is on. Good to see Michelle and Mr. Bill. Hope you're doing well. Scott Brown, hello. Good to see you. Alfonso Ribot, Buenos noches. And tomorrow is the big Hispanic Day parade tomorrow. Hispanic Heritage Celebration. It's a parade tomorrow. So come check us out. Robert Richards is on with us. Catherine Grant, thank you for joining us. We're moving a little slow today. Scott Brown said, you met the other Van Johnson? Well, I'm actually the other Van Johnson. Uh, he was with the city first. Vanessa Taylor, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Um, let me see. Reverend Vonamitria Jackson, good to see you, ma'am. E. Joyce Paris is on every single Friday night, and she's in Atlanta celebrating her birthday. When's your birthday, Joyce? And we're going to go ahead and we're going to give a lot of love to Joyce. You know, Joyce has been with me the entire ride, so we want to send love out to Joyce. Happy birthday, Joyce. Grateful for you. Let's see what else. Um, Tanya Scott Green is on as well. Vonda Bonds, good to see you, Vonda. Good to see Paige Monroe on. Sarita is in the house. Good to see you. All right, so Terry learned how to set notifications finally. Shauna Kennedy, good to see you. Lita! Hung out with Lita today. Good to see you. Good to see Dr. Priscilla Williams. Thank you for joining us. Patricia Johnson is on as well. And on the 23rd day of September, do you remember the 23rd day of September? It was Joyce Paris's birthday. So, y'all, we're going to wish Joyce a happy birthday now. She's a part of our family. Dr. O! Dr. Misha Miller Coppett, good to see you. Mama Marsha is on. Lily Reddick is on. Linda Kelly is on all the way from Rito. Good to see Chastity on as well. Thank you. Michelle, good to see you as well. Aunt Ali is on with us as well. Um, and to all of you, really happy to see all of you. Thank you all for joining us. And what had happened was, Sister Lawanda Tillman has joined us. Good to see you. And I saw her this week. So that was a treat for me. And she was behaving for the most part. She did the best she could. Um, as well, let's see. Um, Shaka is on. Hello, Shaka. Um, and we want you to go ahead and come on in and let's get this started. It is Friday. It is Friday. Lisa Wiggins is on. Deanna has joined us. Hey, Deanna. Cynthia Moore is in the house. Good to see you, Cynthia. Um, Patricia wants to know how Mom and Max are. Mom is, I think, is like in Atlantic City or something, getting her fun on. I haven't been able to get in contact with her today. I think she's outside, and that's a scary thing when she is outside. So, um, you know, but I guess Max is okay. Max probably got an attitude. Max always has an attitude when she's gone. So, Tam Tamia was sending out prayers for Glenda. Glenda was had some medical issues this week, and so I had a chance to go and see her, and she is coming back slowly. So keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Catherine, yes, I had on my white today. Me and my entire team wore white, and we played Frankie Beverly the entire day. So we did that in honor of the great late Frankie Beverly. Christina Michelle is on as well. Oh, so Glenda is on? Oh, there is Glenda. All right, y'all, let's just quick send some prayers out to Glenda again. She's had some medical issues this week, and I had a chance to see her, and so she's not doing the best. So y'all just go to her name and just click on some love and give her some love. You know we love her. Glenda Jones is a part of our family, and she's the one who makes all the stuff happen we do. So let's keep her in your prayers. Know we love you, Glenda, um, as well. Gloria Smith is on. Sarah is on as well. Georgia Davis is on. Kathy Boggs is in the house. Jacqueline Stokes, good evening to you. Joycette is out working. I know because I just saw Joycette. I was at the Jazz Festival in Forsyth Park, and Joycette was there working. She was there working, not hard, but she was working. Um, and so I had to go. I was enjoying myself. I said, oh, shoot, it's Friday Night Live. Y'all know nothing keeps me away from Friday Night Live. Good to see Jacqueline on. Ms. Tillman says she behaved. Good to see my brother Harry Thompson on. Carol Linsky, good to see you as well. Margarita, good to see you. Hello, Jenny Parker. And Glenda says she loves us too. Um, and that's right. Shauna Cat Transit, Chatham Area Transit, our public transportation service, is celebrating next week with free rides the whole week. And so I will be riding the bus, and some of y'all should come and go ride with me. Um, Good to see Brother Allen right on with us in the house. Good to see you, sir, as well. Linda Kelly, sing out love the Lupus Warriors. Um, and so we're sending out prayers as we continue to move along. Thank you all so much for joining us. We appreciate it, as you know, as we always do. A couple of things we want you to do. We want you to send out love, right? So we send out love to our girl Tara. Tara Strong, good to see Barbara Askew. Barbara, did you go to the Jazz Festival? Leo Ladybug, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Christiana, hello, you are very welcome. Sarah Greenbush is on with us. Dana B, happy Friday night. Tanya, good evening to you, Tanya. And yes, Joy said I had to go. I had to get up out of here. LaMonica Graham is on with us. Margie Jefferson, thank you for joining us. And good to see Dr. Patricia West. Thank you for joining us as well. Let me think. So we sent out love for our girl Tara. Brother Keith Kimball has stepped in here, and Darnell Brooks from Nashville is on. Barbara's going tomorrow. It was really good. It was so good. I had to go, but it was good. And now one of my personal heroes, Bernie Williams, who is a former New York Yankee legend, has his own band, and he's playing right now, as a matter of fact. But I had to go because it was Friday Night Live. He said, "You staying for the set?" I said, "No, I gotta go. It's Friday Night Live." So Astra. Oh, okay, Astra. Okay, I got you. Audrey King has joined us, you all. Audrey King, and I'm gonna be nice to Audrey King, but I'm glad to see Audrey with us. And Mama Julia is on, and we always give Mama Julia on, give her some love, so do that. Josie Jones is on as well. Sandra Kennedy, thank you. And your mom is on hospice. All right, so we're gonna send out some prayers for Tanya and her family. Many of us know what that journey is like of that hospice care when they start using those words transition. We know what that means. So we're sending out love to you, Tanya, and to your mom as well. Good to see Pastor Thurman Tillman on as well. Shirley Spears, thank you. Good to see you. L. Griffin Kennedy, good to see you as well. Keith Kimball, that's right. Castile, yes. Cynthia, I wore all white today for Frankie Beverly, and my staff did too. Angela Kirkland is on with us. Thank you for joining us. Shirley Spears, Patricia, and well wishes to Aaron and Jill. Thank you. Eugene Ballard, thank you for joining us. Asia Monique, hello, back to you, ma'am. We're sending out love to our lupus warriors, right? So we're going to send out love to them, those that are struggling with lupus, those who have lupus, but lupus does not have them. So let's go ahead and send out some love for them as well. Laurette, thank you for joining us. Maria, thank you for joining us as well. Lynn has joined us, and everybody likes it when Lynn gets on board, so good to see you, Lynn. Um, let me see. Um, who do I remember saying at the first Jazz Festival? I do not know. I do not know. Barbara Kaufman has joined us. Good to see you, Barbara. Joanne Watkins is on as well. And Shauna Kennedy, her stepdad is really sick. So a lot of thoughts and prayers today, and we want to remember them all. So, of course, we got Glenda Jones. Um, and we have Shauna's stepdad and Tanya's mom. So remember all of them. Tabitha Lindquist has joined us all the way from North Carolina. Hope you're doing well. Barbara Dolores, thank you for joining us. Um, yes, rest in peace, Tito Jackson, Valerie Dickens. Good to see you, ma'am. Hope you're doing well. Delandria Smith, hello to you. Sandra Smith, hello. Spencer E. White III, that I saw yesterday, or I saw him Wednesday. He made me do a bunch of work. And I'll fuss at you about that later. Dot Davis is on. Maria, hello, good to see you. That's right, Linda Wilder Bryan, Alderwoman from the 3rd District. My sister in the struggle, good to see you. And yes, James Putney, I had a chance to see him this week. And actually, he was in ICU talking. And he had just had a ventilator on him and could not breathe on his own. And when I came in, he just started talking, and the nurse told him he shouldn't have been talking. He's still talking. So he's a strong man, and we love him, and we're glad that he's doing better. So we're sending our prayers to him and his family. Also, we're sending out love for those with multiple sclerosis, right? So we're sending out some love to those folks as well, those that have multiple sclerosis, but multiple sclerosis does not have them, right? All right, so Serena Robinson is on. Hello, ma'am. Good to see you. Faye Law. Aviana! Hey, Aviana! Hey! You were supposed to come see me this week. What happened? What happened? I want to know what happened. Monia from Ruin Thai, always our best place. We love going there. And Candace, Pastor Candace Harnett is on, which means Maya is on, I think. Is Maya on? We really don't ever get Pastor Candace on, so I'm wondering what that means. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bryn Grant is on. Bryn, we miss you. But Bryn, you can always come back. You can always come back, Bryn. You can always come back. Come on back, Bryn. Come on, Bryn. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm doing like Rick James. Come on, Bryn. Come on back. We miss you too. Sarah Malone is saying hello. Oh, so Maya! Hey, Maya. Hey, Maya. Papa's big girl, good to see you on with us. Fran, thank you so much. I am doing well. Yes, we want Bryn back. I think we should take a poll about Bryn coming back. My unofficial press secretary is on, Nikki Simpson. And so y'all just watch what y'all say, okay? Because Nikki will get you, all right? But to all of you, thank you all so much for joining us. We're always glad to have you with us. It is Friday night, and you know it's always Friday somewhere. Good to see Elizabeth Clark on. And so thank you for joining us. We want you to like the page. We want you to share the page, right? So go ahead, do me a favor right quick, and go ahead and share the page. It's a beautiful night out here in these Savannah streets. A lot going on. Our jazz festival is going on throughout the weekend. Our Hispanic Heritage Parade and Festival is tomorrow. It's just all kinds of stuff going on. So thank you all so much. The Peace in the Park event is this Sunday. Hopefully you'll join us from 1 to 4 in Daffin Park. If you're interested in peace, we want you to come out and be a part of our Peace in the Park event. Um, that's right. Thank you, Linda Wilder Bryan, for um, telling us that. Oh, Jill is on. All right. So Jill has joined us. Jill is the executive director of the Mediation Center, and they do a great job every year putting together Peace in the Park. And so that is Daphne Park from 1 to 4. We want to see the Friday Night Live crew out there. Y'all came out last year. Want you to come out again, 1 to 4. Bring your family. This is a really good event. Just talking about peace. And I know if you're like me, and with so much hell going on in the world, you just want peace. You just want to be around somebody who's going to smile, you know? Somebody who's not scowling at you, what you want, what you need. I mean, I want to, be around some folk that just have some smiles in their faces and are about good things. And so I thank Jill, Mediation Center and Peace in the Park. They have announced their Peace Winners, Peace Builders, and they'll be announced as well on Sunday. And it is a great, great opportunity to meet other caring, peaceful people like ourselves. So we know Friday Night Live is all about peace. So please come on out and join us. Robert, that's right. I will be tomorrow at the picnic for the Beach Bulldogs all year's reunion. So I'll be out there as well tomorrow. Looking forward to that. The United House of Prayer for all people in town. And so it's just a lot going on. And the weather here is absolutely beautiful. This is what I love most about Savannah, when the weather is just like this. And fall starts on Friday. Now, next week will be 100 degrees again, right? But you get that little window. And so we've been really blessed with it. And so we're happy. Thank you for joining us again, Friday Night Live. We do this, we enjoy it. Lavanya is on all the way from Detroit. And so thank you so much. Glad to have you on. Miss Perriman Fairfax is a known quantity out there in Detroit, and everybody loves her out there. So glad to have you here in virtual Savannah, right? So if you come and join us on Sunday, we'll be very, very happy to have you. So this week, Friday Night Live, guess what? Since we've been together, how long we've been together? It's our anniversary. 235 weeks. 235 weeks, 1,646 days, 4 years, 6 months, 54 months. Every single Friday night for 235 weeks. This is a 235th episode of Friday Night Live. Right? Look at y'all. What's wrong with you people? 235 weeks. Can't stop, won't stop. We together. We a thing. We hooked up. We stuck like Chuck. We're 10 toes down from the window to the wall. We're in entanglement. We are in a relationship. We went into COVID together. We came out of COVID together, and we've built community that is now all over the nation, sometimes all over the world, right here in Savannah, Georgia. We have an online peace movement, Jill. We have an online peace movement right here. This is Love Space, which is why haters come in here and they can't remain, because it's all about peace here. We know that a little bit of light, literally gets rid of darkness. So thank you all so much for being a part of the light. For me, Catherine, thank you. It is wild. Thank you so much as well. And Sarah, she says, thank you for being there for her cancer. She received a great report from her oncologist, still cancer-free. Y'all, let's show some love for Sarah. And we thank God for that. And we thank God for Sarah. Thank you, Sarah, for being a part of our family. Of course, we were going to be there for you, Sarah. And we know that the power of love and light is the most powerful force in the world. And we are so happy. We know when you hear those words, and I know because I've been there. When you get those words, cancer, you don't know until you hear it what that does to you. But fortunately nowadays, that cancer is not a death diagnosis. You just got to know. and you have to know early, and you have to go ahead and just face it head on, because what you don't know might kill you. And so thank you. We're very, very happy about that. Very appreciative of that. So yay. Um, Joshua Flynn, good to see you, sir. Yeah, we married now. We are. Ed Beatty, good to see you, sir. Yeah, we do need to do it. Um, and I don't know what we do about it. You ticket those who do it, but obviously with a city with as many streets as we have, it's just very, very difficult. I mean, it just is. It's very, very challenging. You can't really ticket unless you catch them, and you just not feasible to put cameras everywhere. So we're working on that every day. So. Tyler says he's bringing his basketball to break my ankles. Tyler, there's no. Um, I don't even think it's a basketball court route. Well, I think they might be, but I don't know. I might have my church shoes on. I can still beat you with my church shoes. So, Fran Gilbert, okay. That's right. Lawanda Tillman says that's right. George Clinton will be here on Friday. The Savannah College of Art and Design is bringing him here. And so George Clinton got to be about 3,000 or 4,000 years old, but he is still the funkiest dude on the planet. Good to see Dr. Pete Silver on. Want to make sure everybody knows we have confirmed the trip to Africa in July of 2025. Of course, Dr. Pete Silver is the master in putting that together. It's only like 5,000 and change. But you got enough time now to save up for it. You save up for Christmas. You save up for your income tax returns. And so, Dr. Silver, if you would, I'll put that information into the chat so everybody can see it. We want to take as many people from Savannah that want to go. This is an opportunity for you to go to Ghana and to Kumasi and all those places. Dr. Silver is very well traveled in those areas, and we're going to do some official good stuff, and you get a chance to learn about Africa. So if you've ever wanted to go, sometimes you just got to spend some money on yourself. Sometimes you just got to make it happen. And so we are all going, and you might as well go with us, a plane full of people you know and love from Savannah. So come on and let's go. MG Seal, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I was doing the best I can. I'll try to be like you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Michelle, I appreciate that. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. And Lavonya, that's right. When we vote, we win. Ed, I'm not sure if we would. We usually make our cities, and I'm sure Hiroshima has sister cities. We try to make them where it's mutually beneficial to us. So we have a whole international department and our international alliance that kind of researches those things. So I'll send you the address if you want to, do that. But usually it's they usually reach out and we reach out to them. So but I'm sure they probably have a bunch of them, and they're probably on the West Coast. Oh, Christiana, thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. See, phase 2 years, breast free stage 1. Thank you. Pam Moms is on. My cousin's wife is on. So Pam, good to see you. And Sarah wants to know, do I have an opinion which proposal will be better? I do not right now. There's some other feasibility things. I just want the trains to be rerouted so it does not affect the traffic on that street. So the Ghana brochure is ready and being distributed. Do this. If you're interested in going to Ghana, if you inbox me with your email address, I will send you the brochure. Why don't we do it like that? Inbox me not in the chat, but inbox me personally, and then what I'll do is I will send you the brochure. We want as many Friday Night Live people to go, okay? Well, Ed, the issue is we have a lot of dumpster sites. To the point where we have public property available to do it. The issue is people that are dumping. They're not dumping because of a lack of dumpster sites. They're dumping because of the ease of doing it. I mean, they're just being lazy, and so that's the issue. Tennille, good to see you. Jacqueline Jones-White, good to see you as well. Good to see Lucille Bacon on with us. Also, good to see the Honorable Gabrielle Nelson, Mayor Pro Tem of the great city of Port Wentworth, Georgia. Good to see you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. Chastity, you going to Ghana with us? You going to be where? You going with us? Oh, you're going to George Clinton. Lewis wants to know how much are the tickets. Shakita, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. The Child has joined us. Good to see Crystal Coffin on with us. Also, Miguel and Angela made it. Good to see both of you, and sending out love to all of our friends out at Riverview. We love those folks out there. Miguel, I am doing well. I am just moving around all over the place. Tamika, you had some great news this past week. Congratulations to you. Camila is late. You're late. All right, you're excused. All right. And Kathy is late. What is wrong? Why y'all late? Y'all know you don't do late. LaWanda is over 20 years ago. Thank you, Dana, for pushing that in there. Ernestine is late. Come on, y'all. Priscilla Dickinson, good to see you. And if you want to go, good to see Henry Lee Perry on as well. If you want to go to Ghana with us, just inbox me. Inbox me your email address. We'll send you the brochure so we can go ahead and get that part done, okay? Barbara, there will be a new 10. I think we got out of the 10, I think we got 7 or 8 of them out. And so we will be putting out a new list. Thank you, Dr. Silva. July 11th to 21st, we are going to Ghana, okay? We want you to go. Tony, good to see you, ma'am. Hope you're doing well. Our small business maven is on, Marjorie Young. Thank you so much, ma'am. Hope you're doing well. So a couple of things I want to talk about. So yeah, I wore white today for Frankie Beverly. So we enjoyed that. Miguel had a 12-day hospital stay. We didn't know that. Well, we're sending out love to Miguel. Man, we didn't know. Angela didn't tell us, man. And so that meant that last Friday you would have been in the hospital, and Angela didn't tell us. We've been sending out some thoughts and prayers to you too. So I hope you just chill out and get better, okay? Couple of things I wanted to talk about. And so for me, quick little commercial note, I am also now a cancer survivor. I had prostate cancer. Hey, good to see you, Leslie. I had prostate cancer. I was diagnosed on August the 3rd, 2020. I will never forget the day because I was heading to work. We were in the middle of COVID. And when I was on my way there, I got that call that you never want to hear when you hear your name and the word cancer attached to it. And I mean, I remember my mind going blank because here I am, I'm young, I don't meet any of the guidelines, I'm way too young to have prostate cancer, but then I realized and learned later that I had two maternal relatives that had prostate cancer. My grandfather died of prostate cancer. I didn't know it. He died in 1981. And at that time, they really had no way of detecting it. And so by the time he found out, it had spread. And then I had two uncles that had it, one on my father's side and one on my mother's side. And so good to see you, Sherry. And part of generational curses was that we didn't speak family business. So we might have known that somebody was sick, but we didn't know what they were sick of. And what you don't know might actually kill you. And in my case, I didn't know, but I had a regular routine PSA test, which is the It's something prostate serum antigen test. And when I did it, um, they said that my numbers were a bit high. I did it again, my numbers were still high. I did a biopsy, and it showed cancer. And then I had some choices to make. I could ignore it, but as I told you before, I was trying to live. I met, I was too young, and because I knew early, I was able to have the entire plethora of treatment opportunities available to me. And so I monitored it for a year. Good to see you, Erica. And then I had treatment. As a matter of fact, it was um, November the 10th, 2021. Um, I had um, I had my treatment for it. I had surgery for it, and I've been cancer free ever since. And so I say that because still 39,000 men will die this year. I understand it because of prostate cancer. And if you catch it early enough, if you catch it while it's in the prostate, then it you localize it to the prostate. Good to see you, Gail. And it's not a problem because it's very slow moving. But once it gets out of the prostate and gets into your bones, then you have a problem, and that's the problem. So good to see Valerie on, and Chat is on from Florida. So we have not heard Chat where Trish is. So I don't know. You have to find Trish. Um, thank you, MG. Thank you, Patricia. And so, I was able to have treatment, right? And so, what I need you all to do, and Angela is giving us a testimony about Miguel. Men do not do a very good job of taking care of ourselves. We don't. Women are much more. I mean, if a woman, if she break a nail, she gonna go to the ICU, go to immediate med and get it fixed. Men, we have to do a better job. Because in this case, Miguel didn't know he had uncontrolled diabetes. He coded and ended up in the ICU. I mean, I need, particularly here during Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, um, I need you all to do me a favor and make sure that you, the men you love, that they have a relationship with a primary care physician, but secondly, make sure they get the test. Again, they would have told me I was too young, but yet I had it, right? Um, and Camila, yes, I was still serving. Matter of fact, many of you know I still did Friday night the entire time that we had. Matter of fact, um, I did my surgery, and 2 days later I did Friday Night Live, and I didn't say anything about it, but I had just recovered from surgery. Um, you know, the fact is, um, you get knowledge, and you should know. And so I want you. I know women can be very, very influential on men, and so women, I need you to help the men you love, take the men you love, coerce the men you love, be it your husband, your spouse, your boo, your boyfriend, um, be it your daddy, your granddaddy, be it your son. Um, I need you to push them to be able to do that. Because the fact that I have a testimony that I'm telling you now is because I went through the test. And I went through the test because I was able to get the information early. See, Christiana says her dad died of prostate cancer. And so what I need you to do, and again, and I don't like doing this, because obviously it's very close and personal. But I figured if the good Lord allowed me to be able to survive this, then I have a responsibility to help other people survive it. And so, Sister Tillman, make sure you take Reverend Tillman, make sure he gets his PSA test. Um, to all of us, I need your help in being able to do that. To our brothers, I'm glad Miguel is all right. Trisha is on, so we're good. But these men, I need you to do it. I need you to get your test and commit to me that you're going to do it this month. MG Steele, chat, I need you to do it. All right? I need you to do it. Um, all of our brothers here on Friday Night Live, we want you to make sure you get your PSA and get it annually, okay? So, see, Joe said he got the prostate, he needed a colonoscopy, very good. Just go ahead and do it. So, you know, let me tell you, I should host a screen. Well, I guess I could host a screening event, but it's a blood test. So I got to figure that out. Good to see my cousin Perry. Good to see Perry. Hey Perry, have you had your prostate PSA test lately? I know Pam didn't take you, but I need you to go get a PSA test. Chat's prostate was good, so good. Thank you. Um, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't like doctors either. Y'all know I don't like needles. But as far as I'm concerned, you know, I'm trying to live. And then you realize that things, if you want to live, they're just things you want to do. And so I've learned that my best friends have become doctors. Um, and, you know, I feel like the President of the United States, I have a whole team of doctors now. And I go see all of them. And I spend time with them because I need to understand very clearly. I work hard to have good insurance. So I'm able to make sure that I'm okay. And so you need to go ahead and do that as well. So go ahead, men, women who love them, let's get that done. All right? All right, good. Perry got his yearly checkup again. And you do it once a year. Go ahead, make sure you know, if you have to have a colonoscopy, do it. Now, I did not really was feeling the colonoscopy. I really was not. Oh, look at that. See, Spencer's a prostate cancer survivor. I mean, you know, I know we like keeping those things. I appreciate it, MG Steel. I appreciate that, but I mean, you know, men, we can't hold it in either. I mean, when I see people who have survived breast cancer, and they say they survived breast cancer, what they're doing is they're being a living testimony to someone else to say, if I can make it, you can make it too. Look at Cliff McCurry, 25-year survivor. And Cliff McCurry, as you know, is our elder statesman here at Friday Night Live. See, no man should ever die of this disease. We just have to make sure that you get checked, because 39,000 men should not die every year. If it's 39,000, what that means is that you haven't had it checked in years. And as I said before, prostate cancer is very slow moving. And by the time they find it, it is spread to other parts of your body. And we want you to live. And so if I had to go through this to make sure that other people did it, and guess what? I am fine. I am fine. And so, you know, we have to know better. We have to do better. And so, oh, but then, I'll tell you about the colonoscopy. So the colonoscopy, I was sitting here tripping about the colonoscopy, and man, oh, they told me that too, chat, but I was sitting there fussing because I didn't want to wear the whole, I shouldn't be telling you my business. So what I did was, I want to know who it was that that created the gown with your butt out. That is the most disgusting, humiliating thing ever. You know, you have the whole thing with your butt out. So what I did was, being me, I took one and I put one on me, and then I put the other one on me the other way, so my butt wasn't out. Because I didn't like my butt being out. I mean, that's humiliating for a man. And so, you know, I had two of them on. So when they brought me into the room, and they hooked me up to the IV, I think they realized at that point that I had two gowns on. And so they're trying to take off the other gown, but they couldn't at that point because I had the IV in my arm. So they had to cut the one off of me because I didn't want my butt exposed. I mean, shoot, it was cold. And so I'm sitting here fussing at them as they're taking the gown off of me. And then I'm sitting here like, all right, when are y'all going to get started with this? And they're like, Mr. Johnson, you're finished. You finished what? He said, we finished. I said, what do you mean finished? Joe, whatever, man. Joe, whatever. Um, it wasn't my anatomy I was afraid of. It was just my butt being out, my butt being cold. Um, but the funny part about it was I'm sitting here fussing with them again, and I promise you, I do not remember falling asleep. I don't remember anything. All I remember was they were taking off the other gown, and I'm sitting here tripping about that. And then next thing I know, I'm like, well, when are y'all going to start? And they're like, we're finished. And I'm like, you're finished? They're like, yeah, we're finished. And that sleep was amazing. That stuff called propofol, that propofol is magic because I don't remember anything. So then I came home and I went into bed, and I mean I was just like, oh my gosh, I was dreaming that I was on a little house in the prairie, that I was outside running, and there was just like grass everywhere, and I just remember running on the grass, and I'm looking up, and it's the sun, and there's an ocean that was right there, and I see the ocean, but I'm wondering why the ocean is right there, then, and I'm in the prairie, but the ocean is right there. I said, well, hell to it. So I went over and I jumped into the water. I mean, it was just an amazing thing, and I was able to swim. And I mean, I remember the dream because it was just that good. And when I woke up, I was mad because I'm sitting here like, oh man. And I tried to go back to sleep, and I couldn't go back to sleep. So, just wanted you to know. So, it was just that quick. So, but ladies and gentlemen, we say this because we love you, we care about you, we want you to be okay. We need you to be okay. Leonard, good to see you. Leonard, did you get your PSA test? I need you to get your PSA test. Denise says it's the best sleep ever. Yeah, it was a little. I mean, it was a little. I mean, all I remember the beginning thing, dun 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 dun, dun, and you remember all the grass. I just saw myself running, and I was just running in all of this grass, and I'm just sitting around here in the grass, and I'm just running. But I see the beach like right there, and I'm like, well, the beach is right there. And I'm like, well, hell, I'm going in the beach. So then I go and I jump in the water. I'm just swimming in the water. And I mean, it was just the most wonderful feeling. I mean, it was like, yes. So I went, good, thank you, Dr. Silver. I know Dr. Silver got his test. So, I called. It's been 5 years, right? And so I called them and I'm telling them, hey, it's time for my colonoscopy again. They're like, no, it's not. I said, yes, it is. They said, we said 10 years. I said, no, it's 5 years. They said, no, it's 10 years. I said, no, it's 5 years. And so I'm trying like to go back to get my colonoscopy because I need to continue that dream. But anyway, it was pretty amazing. So, but yeah, go ahead and do that. Um, and there are some very good doctors. Patty, if you will inbox me, I'll give you some names as well. Barbara's slipping in late. Where you been, Barbara? I don't know where you've been. Um, Priscilla says her brother passed away from colon cancer at 50. So all right. And so if there are any questions, anything that I can answer, we will go ahead and we'll take a couple of minutes to go ahead and answer them. Good to see the Honorable Kendra Rowe, the Councilwoman Commissioner, City Commissioner from Brunswick, Georgia. So good to see you. Bunny Ware is on. Bunny, I had a chance to see Mr. Putney yesterday, and he's just talking. Trisha says Greg Borak is the best. Oh, he's great. Let me see. Wrong answer. When I smell the cancer after tending to what? Tending to your bathroom, you gotta go check. Oh. All right. Well, I'm glad. You're 71. Yeah, please don't wait. Gloria is a breast cancer survivor, 5 years as well. Good to see. Good to see Pinky on. Joya is on. Good to see you. Joel wants to know, will I get a cabinet seat when President Harris wins? I have the best job in the entire world as far as I'm concerned. I am the mayor of the world's greatest city. And so, as far as I'm concerned, I am good. Hey, Pat Youngquist, good to see you. And so, I mean, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, but I'm good. I am good. I am good. I want to ride this out till I wrote it out. Rich Robert wants to know, will there be cat buses down Broughton Street again? Probably not. Um, the buses are very, very heavy. The road is very narrow, and so we probably won't do that down that street anymore. Well, what else is on your mind? So we talked about Ghana. We talked about prayer requests. We're keeping Glenda Jones in our prayer. We're keeping um, we're keeping Tanya's mom in the prayers as well. We're keeping James Putney in our prayers. Um, and so we're thinking about all of them. Um, I did see, Lenore, I did see a post about Memorial. Yes, I did. Hey, Anthony Jones, good to see you. Uh, One of the baddest musicians in the land. I'm surprised you're not out playing somewhere. Good to see Arlene Council on. Hey, Anthony, did you get your PSA test? Did you get your prostate test? I need you to go get that prostate checked, man. Um, Joe wants to know, why can't the trains going to the ports get a bridge or a tunnel? Um, they could. It's just somebody has to pay for it, and that's the question. They're very expensive. Good to see Diane Morel McLeod on. Good to see you, Lady Di. Richard Dinkins, are you doing all right, sir? Have you had your prostate specific antigen test, your PSA test for your prostate, Richard? I need you to get that checked this month, okay? Um, yeah, Glenda wasn't doing all that well, Barbara. She's had a rough week, so keep her in your prayers. Um, Chat, I am not. We're not really privy to any DOT updates right now. Right now, it's still in study, whatever that means. So, um, Gwen is getting ready for the Bulldog Nation tomorrow. And yes, Joe, we're talking about how we deal with the situation in President Street and Garden City. Part of the issue of growth and prosperity is that it bothers folks. It disrupts traffic. So Anthony, I want you to get it done. I want you to tell me when you get it done. All right? I need you playing for you to go ahead and get your Emmy. And so I need you to go ahead and get yourself right. Make sure you're good. Shirley, that's right. Vote as early as possible. Take friends. Oh, you're 39. Okay. All right. You're a baby. You good. You good. Um, so yeah, Joe paid for all of that. Sophia Perry, good to see you. Thank you. DOT work on Highway 17 is continuing. Estate work, I do not know when they expect to it, but they're putting a lot of money. We waited over 20 years for that to actually happen. So we're glad it's happening. And so although it's extremely inconvenient right now, it's going to be way better than what it was. Good to see Felicia on with us. Thank you for joining us. I don't know, Anthony. I got it, and I was 50 when I got it. So check with your doctor. Check with your primary care doctor and ask him, because if you have some of the risk factors. So if you are if you are black, you have a higher risk, and if you have a relative that has had prostate cancer, you have a higher risk. So those are the two things. So do that. All right. Richard had his PSA blood test. Very good. Cynthia Richardson, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And here we were waiting for you. Mother Sadie Campbell has joined us. Our senior Friday night diva, Queen Campbell, is on with us. Thank you so much. We are so glad you are with us. I saw Barbara on, but I was wondering what she did with you. So thank you very much. We appreciate that as well. I do want to make sure that if you need to check your voting status, I want to do that again. If you need to check your voting status, you can do it. It only takes a moment to do. So I want you to do that Let's see. I want you to check your voting status. It only takes literally 2 seconds to do. So I'm going to put that in here. Check your voter status, make sure you're good, okay? Let's see. Patty, any more ideas for the homeless situation here? That is really, it's difficult because, like, for example, we had a situation downtown, a guy we arrested 3 times. Um, 3 times we've arrested him, and for assaulting people, and he keeps getting out. We arrest him, he goes in, and he gets out. Um, I don't know. I mean, the fact is, our success is part of our problem. We have infrastructure here to deal with homeless people. Our homeless situation has improved. We went down 23% in 1 year, but then more people come. And so my position has always been that we're not going to criminalize homelessness because given the right situation, the right illness, the right accident, the right death, the right unemployment situation, any of us can be homeless. Um, but there's a difference between being homeless and being a criminal. And so if you are a criminal, we need to deal with you. If there's a difference between being homeless and having mental health issues. If you have mental health issues, then we need to get you the help that you need. But we're not going. We're going in Savannah. We're going to separate that because there are people here who just say, just do something with them, get rid of them. Other cities have gotten rid of them, and we're not going to do that. Not while I'm there. We're not going to do that. A man was going from Jerusalem to Jericho and fell among thieves. They hit him in his head, robbed him of his raiment, and left him on the side of the road for dead. And the story says that the 2 people walked by and saw this man in his state and did nothing to help him. And yet a Samaritan came by and saw this man in his state and helped him. And so for me, the answer to the question is loving God with all your heart and loving your neighbor as yourself. The question placed was, who is my neighbor? And so as long as I'm mayor of this city who says that we are the hostess city of the South, as long as I'm mayor of a city that says that we believe in hospitality, then we believe in hospitality for everyone. People who have yachts, people who could stay in the Westin and in the Marriott, and people living on the street. We're going to care about them. That's what we do here in Savannah. And so we just have to find ways to continue to help people be sufficient and be self-sufficient. Most of our homeless people just need time to get themselves together. And so we have an interagency council on homelessness. We have the Homeless Authority as our continuum of care provider. We have Union Mission. We have so many great groups that are doing great things and great work. And so we'll help them. If they want to go home, wherever that is, we'll send them there, provided that they have somewhere to go. If they need to eat, we'll feed them. We're building tiny homes for them to go to. We want to make sure that not one veteran that has served our country is on our street. So we have built tiny homes just for our veterans. And so we have that. And then we're building homes for families and stuff. And we're also concerned about transitional homeless as opposed to chronic homeless. People who couch surf, people who live in extended stays. And so, here in our city, they're very, very complex problems. And so it's easy for people to say to do something about it, but we're not going to hide our issues. We're not going to hide them. We're not going to sweep people under the rug so that it makes us feel better about ourselves. So every day I see a homeless person on the street of Savannah, every time I see somebody asking me for money, every time I see somebody panhandling, and many of them I know their names, that's an opportunity for me to know that we still have work to do. And so I hope I answered your question. All right. See, Trisha always being in the healthcare field. If you're age 50 for men who are at average risk of prostate cancer and expected to live at least 10 more years. Age 45 for men at a high risk of developing prostate cancer. So thank you very much. Thank you. And Anthony got his colon checked, so we thank you for that. Thank you. Rockin' Robin McDaniel Beckett's on from Kansas City, Missouri. A great part of our Savannah family. Always good to see you, ma'am. Sadie Campbell made you late. Now look, what you not gonna do, Barbara, is be trying to, um, snitch on Mother Campbell. I know better than that. You are not gonna do that, and we're not gonna let you do that, Barbara. You were late because you was late because Mother Sadie is always on time, so we ain't doing that. Um, Vanessa, do I know anything about the likelihood of the ILA strike? I do not. I do know that they are in labor negotiations, and so whenever you're in negotiations, there's always a probability that they won't reach terms. I hope that they will. Obviously, we have good folks on both sides. We have a strong team at ILA led by Paul Mosley, and we have a strong team at the Georgia Ports Authority, and hopefully they'll work it out. Vernice, good to see you all the way from King County in Washington State. I told you we are all over the place here. Robin is in Kansas City, and Vernice is in Washington State. Good to see Latasha on. Christiana says voter registration ends on October 7th or 8th, and that is true. So we have to get that done. Joe, yes, rest in peace, Frankie Beverly, Tito Jackson. Um, also to James Earl Jones, I'm wearing white today for Frankie Beverly. So yes. Thank you, Patricia. Get it right. Get it right. Sarah, you're right. MPO core meetings. Um, that's how you find out what's going on. The bulk of the work and planning goes on our core MPO, core Metropolitan Planning Organization, um, which is a little different than our Metropolitan Planning Commission. LaMonica Graham, I forgot she was on here. LaMonica works with our homeless folks every single day. She knows them by name. She runs the Parker House, which deals with unaccompanied homeless women, and she does a great job there. And so she knows a lot about that every single day. Um, let's see. Yeah, many have, right. And they refuse treatment. And so you can't really, if they refuse treatment, ain't much we can really do about that. So, um, all right. Well, see, Joe, we appreciate that. And I'm glad you said you kept working and fought your way through it. I mean, that's the thing. Most people that are homeless, believe it or not, will self-resolve their issues. Um, they just need time. And so we want to provide shelter to help them get through that time. All right. On October 19th, Angela, make sure you send it to my office so I can come by as well. Thank you very much. Um, Union Mission is on point. Nard Young is giving some history about the Jackson 5. I Want You Back and ABC. Barbara, I saw Lane this week. I talked to him. So me and Lane got into it because Lane got on here and cussed me out, and I had to, man, you don't cuss me out because he's mad at somebody else. So me and Lane are all right now, and so you'll see him back on soon. So, but I told him, I'm here helping you, man. You can't be up here cussing me out. So Lane is a good fella, and we'll try to get him the help he needs. Thank you, Patty. Um, yeah, Ernestine. 20495 is actually in the county, so I'm gonna pass on that one. Thank you, Rebecca. Um, Thank you. That's right. So Dr. Patricia West, always being a historian, um, lifting up James Allen McPherson, who was born in Savannah in 1943, the first African American to win a Pulitzer Prize for fiction. So thank you very much. Um, Robert, the low-income housing process, it opens up from the federal government. So our local housing authority doesn't control that. It opens from the federal government. And then even in that case, you got to find people to take the vouchers. Thank you, William Lambert. I appreciate you, sir. Good to see you. Patricia says 1414 is going on strike, so I won't speak on that because I don't know. Good to see Estella Hopkins on from McIntosh County. I hope you're doing well. Marlo Phillips is on. Good to see you, Marlo. Hope you are doing well. Thank you for joining us. Why are you late, Marlo? We're waiting on you. Yeah, so I don't know. Mom, so yeah, mom. I think Max is boarded, so Max probably has a major attitude, and my mom is outside living her best life. So I'm gonna call them in the morning and make sure she's okay. Um, Potholes, yeah. So potholes are hard to deal with, difficult to deal with, and so we get to them as best we can. Sometimes we're not sure we know where they are, so if you have a pothole, Barbara, call 311, please, ma'am, and report it so we can create a tracking number for it. All right, Barbara, since you want to make Mother Sadie late, call 311 and let's get that taken care of, okay? Coach Cassell Bell is on from Jacksonville, Florida. And so is Reigns playing tonight? And you know, last week was her birthday, and yet she was on with us. Um, who else? Let me see. Um, Gene Coleman is on. Hello. And Leah Wilson is on. A Lupus Warrior. Thank you very much. Um, and you're heading to the Jazz Festival in California. Why can't you come on anyway? Um, yeah, yeah. Johnny Gill did a good job as well. Debbie Williams Walker, Debbie Williams Walker, Debbie Williams Walker. Um, I talked to her this week. You know, she lost her dad, and she's just in um, just a dark place right now. You know, so I will have her on next week. So I try to check up on her. You know, I was there this year. I know how that feels. But we're gonna get her back on, get on our nerves and stuff. Oh, is your dad all right? All right, so I'm gonna give you some love. I'm sorry. We're gonna give Marlo's dad some love as well. All right, so Reigns had a bye. Whose responsibility when someone's windows get broken on city property? Um, I don't know. It may not be the cities. It might be insurance because I think the city might be actually immune from that. Patty says, "Is a new 911 center in the works? That's a county project." I don't. I'm not sure. It's not. All right. So Marlo says he's not doing well. So I'm giving Marlo some more love. Y'all give Marlo some love. Her dad is not doing all that well. So um, we believe he'll be better. So um, let's add Marlo's dad to that list. So um, let us know if we can help. Let me see what else. Yeah. Okay. So lots of thoughts are going out to Marlo's dad, to Glenda Jones, to James Putney, to Tanya's mom. You know, let's let them all know we're thinking about them. Um, you know, life happens, life be lifing, and stuff happens, and so um, you know, see Marlo, see the folks are praying for you. All right, good to see my brother Amari Adams on. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Um, although you came on, we were ready to leave, but good to see you, sir. Good to see you. See Marlo. Marlo, see people thinking about you. You see, and we have seen it here time and time again. La la, good to see you. We've seen it time and time again. Um, when prayers go up, blessings come down, and healing comes down, and so you know, keep us informed to see if there's anything we can do um, to be supportive of you. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that I think that does it for me. This is week number 235. This is our 235th date. We are officially a thing, right? We're actually together. And so I'm going to let, see, everybody's praying for your dad, um, Marlo. So you let him know that people are praying for him. Um, Buddy, thank you all as well. Shauna misses her husband. Um, and we want you to know we care about all of you. So, again, we appreciate you joining us. It has been another wonderful Friday Night Live. And we look forward to seeing you next week. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being Savannah Strong. Good night, everybody.